Hello everyone. Today we'll study English grammar and our topic is the sentence. We use set of words to express our feelings or thought in writing or in speech. However, that always can't make a meaningful sentence. For example, we can see here in this sentence we have used combination of words. Can we say that is a proper sentence or a complete sentence? No, this is not a proper or complete sentence. The question is why? If the words are not properly arranged, it does not mean that it is a sentence. It is not a proper sentence because it is not meaningful. She is very beautiful. Now we have to organize these combination of words to make a complete and meaningful sentence. She is very beautiful. The sentence is properly arranged and it is meaningful. This sentence is a group of words which make a complete sentence. We must say sentence contain a subject, verb and an object. This is the most important thing to know. Definition of sentence. The first and foremost thing which we have to understand is that a sentence is a group of words which makes a complete sense. The second point, the most important point which you have to remember is that it always begins with a capital letter and always end with a full stop, question mark or exclamation mark. You all know the punctuation very well. This is the exclamatory mark. When a sentence is a group of words which makes a complete sentence, it always begins with a capital letter and always ends with a full stop, a question mark and an exclamation mark. We all had to know is a sentence always contains a subject, a verb and an object. For example, we can see Rita is cleaning her table. Now, this is a complete and meaningful sentence. Now, we'll see how it contains a subject, a verb and an object. Now, here we'll see it by underlining it. Rita is a subject. Is a helping verb. The main verb is cleaning and her table is object. Here we can see that Rita is shown as a subject and she is cleaning the table. The object is the part of the sentence through which the action goes on. Sentence is of four kinds: declarative, imperative, interrogative, and the fourth is exclamatory sentence. These are the four kinds of the sentences: declarative sentence, imperative sentence, interrogative sentence, as well as exclamatory sentence. First of all, we'll discuss about declarative sentence. Declarative sentence is also called assertive sentence, and this sentence tells or states the thing simply in a simple way. It always ends with a full stop. For example, we can see I am going to Kanpur. In a simple way, it is said. So it is a declarative sentence. Declarative sentence are of two types. The first one is affirmative and the second is negative. As we all know, negative means not. Declarative sentence are of two types: affirmative, negative. Affirmative sentence always conveys a positive thought. On the other hand, the negative sentence always conveys a negative thought. For example, the boys dance well. The boys do not dance well. Now in the example, we can see here the boys dance well. This sentence conveys a positive thought. And in the negative one, we can see here it is conveying a negative thought. So we can see here the boys do not dance well. Here not is used. In the negative sentences, we all know the not is used. It conveys a negative thought. So we have used the word not. Now we move to our next kind of a sentence, and that is imperative sentence. Imperative sentence always indicates a request, order or command. To better understand this sentence, now we will have an example. The word please is used. Please close the door. The subject is requesting that close the door. Second example. Another sentence we have is close the door immediately. The order has been given in this sentence to close the door immediately. The third kind of sentence is the interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence, this type of sentence always asks a question. This sentence always ends with a question mark. So we have seen two things important about the interrogative sentence, which is this type of sentence always asks a question, and the second important thing is that it always ends with a question mark. Interrogative sentence can be classified into two parts. First one is yes no type questions and the second is WH type question. It is clear here. We can see in yes no type questions, question is saying do you go to exercise and the answer will be in very short form. It is yes, I go. No other information is required here. As we have seen here in the first type, yes no type questions, the first important thing is no information is required. We have to answer the question in yes or no only. And we have seen the example. The second type, WH type question. In these types of sentences, all the other information is regarding the sentence is important to give. You have to give the information because you have to give the cause, reasons, or another facts like this required here in the sentence. Second part of the WH type questions we have to remember is that the point questions begins with question word. In these types of questions begins with question word. For example, we can see how old are you? And the second one is what is your name? Here we can see we need a lot of information to give here. Now we move to our last kind of sentence, which is exclamatory sentence. An exclamatory sentence are used to express a large amount of feeling, sudden emotions, or a strong feeling. And the second point to remember is that it always ends with an exclamation mark. This is an exclamatory mark. What an intelligent person you are. In this sentence, we can see the emotion of surprise, that what an intelligent person you are. Example number 2, how beautiful is this rose? We can see here also that it is a feeling of surpriseness